After 3 years, the Del Mar Fair is open again. It was so much fun, and one of the highlights was the car race. Those kids were only 9 to 11 years old. They were so proud and so serious. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. There were a lot of food and there were a lot of people. I didn't get to see the firework because something happens in my home, so I have to rush back. But anyway, it was so awesome. And the garden and the massage chair and it's just a lot of people. Oh my gosh.
Standing on mission here today, the 57, Melanie Ross, 9 years old out of Colton. The 111, Declan Spine out of Vista, 10 years old. Michael, got to get this little home for a while. Got it right today, thank you to his parents. The 7901, Maverick Matthews, 10 years old out of El Cajon. We have a whole load of Outlaw Sprint cars here, but I just have two up here we're going to introduce right now. The number 8, George Wolf. And the number 45, Dylan Young, 10 years old in that sprint car. Back over to you, John. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Standing on mission here today, the 57, Melanie Ross, 9 years old out of Colton. The 111, Declan Spine out of Vista, 10 years old. Michael, got to get this little home for a while. Got it right today, thank you to his parents. The 7901, Maverick Matthews, 10 years old out of El Cajon. We have a whole load of Outlaw Sprint cars here, but I just have two up here we're going to introduce right now. The number 8, George Wolf. And the number 45, Dylan Young, 10 years old in that sprint car. Back over to you, John. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Can you have some? If you want to know, yeah. My mom special recipe. Take down your body, kids. Yes. You know what I like about that film? Is that there's no one in the so, all right, so HERO is spelled H-E-R. So H is for helping, E is for education, and R is for respect.
Feel their udders and feel their teats, make sure there aren't any hard spots or any growths that might be a sign of an infection or anything that might be sort of harmful to the animal. So it just kind of gives us a nice chance to sort of give it all a once over before we get started. So even though we're not going to be saving the milk for demonstration purposes, what we do before we start milking into our bucket is we actually need to release a stream of milk from both sides of the udder. That way that we can make sure that the teats are working properly, the milk is coming out with a healthy flow, and there's no buildup that we don't know about. So like I said, we're going to release one stream from both sides, just like so. Right onto the ground. We don't want to drink this milk that's coming out right now in case there was any sort of growth in there. We don't want to get it into our consumable milk. And actually, before we get started, I totally forgot to do this. I'm going to show everybody how to milk a goat. It's really, really easy. If everybody wants to stick out their hand just like this for me, you'll have your thumb facing down. With your other hand, you're going to have the meat in the middle just like this. And your 4 fingers right here, they're going to be squeezing down on your thumb 1 finger at a time. So you'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And congratulations, everybody knows how to milk a dairy goat now. Woo, awesome. There's no twisting, there's no pulling, we're just squeezing. That's a very common misconception, is that you have to pull. Don't do that, that's going to hurt the animal. We're just squeezing. So I'll get started. And once I'm done with the milking session today, I'll actually pass this bucket around so that everybody can see how foamy and frothy the milk actually gets. Kind of looks like bubbles on the top layer, or maybe like whisked egg whites, but in fact it's just milk. It's just because the milk is coming out really quickly and really, really warm. The internal temperature of a goat is around 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, so they have very warm bodies. So that warmth mixed with this fast stream that we're creating makes the top layer of the milk super, super bubbly. So like I said earlier, I have 14 other goats back at home, and it only takes about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to milk out by hand. But because I have 16 goats, that will take a long time. So I actually have a milking machine that I use. I didn't bring it up with me because it's a lot to move around. And it actually looks really similar to the dairy cow milking machine that's outside, located at the Hollandia Dairy. It's very, very similar in its structure. The only difference is that it's a little smaller in size. And instead of having 4 prongs on it, it only has 2, because goats only have 2 teats. And like I said, we're not going to be drinking this milk here. Woo! All right, so a little bit about Miss Mabel here before we get started. Mabel here, she is 2 years old. She is an Alpine. These are breeds that are local to the Swiss Alps of Germany. That's where they originated from. She actually had her babies about 3 months ago, and naturally, baby goats, they tend to stop drinking from their moms after 3 months, and that's when we begin our milking process. We milk our goats for about half of the year, and for the other half of the year, we give them about